Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look again in the gold market. Well, for the truth's sake, it's really not easy to comment just one candle that we've got yesterday, but at the same time this candle has become the new bearish grabber. So if I pull on here the MACD indicator, you will see that this has become another bearish pattern that in addition to ones that we already have. But as you can see, recently market not necessarily shows the continuation with the same patterns because they are forming in a kind of the retracement environment. So that's why if even the grabber is forming, it doesn't mean that market definitely will follow it. Still, we have the pattern, we have the triangle consolidation that we have talked about in the weekend, and on the daily charts, nothing significantly has changed. So we need to see that market when the market set the direction. Currently market stands in decision. This is definitely because the major driving factors make impact on different markets, mostly on the Forex. I'm talking about the Brexit turmoil, so they are more political, but it has no real relation to the global risk factors. That's why gold market mostly stands in decision on the second stage. But sooner rather than later, this situation will change and market should show the breakout in one or other direction. As we discussed this in our weekly report, the overall environment on the longer term charts on the gold stands mostly bullish, and we still suggest that some final spike here really could happen. As we coming closer to October Fed meeting, maybe this will happen on this event, because this also will make impact on the gold market as well. Also, gold market right now stands in relation to the euro. So as I said today in video on the euro currency, we have this chart. This is gold to euro chart, and you can see on the weekly chart of this market we have clear double repo. It means that if euro will start dropping, gold should start dropping faster, because as you can see, it's still pretty lot of room to follow. Second, if euro will start to rise, gold should rise slower, just to keep the downward tendency. Well, that maybe help us, and if we will keep an eye on the euro currency, we could come to conclusion what really could happen on the gold market as well. But in general, the things that we said in the weekly report mostly stands the same. So currently, if you do not trade on the weekly chart, it's not yet the time for taking the position. We do not have bearish pattern. We have actually bullish pattern in place, so we have this catalyst triple to buy on the 4-hour time frame chart, but market can't yet get started the upward action, so it just stands flat in this area in the second week and can't trigger any action inside of this consolidation. Speaking in a broader view, we need to break out of this channel, of course. So that probably could set the final direction, and gold could accelerate in the same direction as breakout will follow. So that's what we have on the gold market on the daily chart. So the scalp traders probably could try to catch some minor patterns. So if we will have grabber, you could try to trade this grabber. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could try to find some patterns inside of the triangle. So for example, as you can see, that was the catalyst triple to sell, then it will be now a triple to buy. Shows the minor reaction. So these minor patterns also could be caught and trying to trade, but that's only for those who trade on intraday charts. Now you can see that this triangle is also accurately involving by pivot points. So market stands precisely in the middle of this range, right around the pivot. Speaking on the triangle, as usual, when the market forms narrow trading range, it keeps patterns in both directions. For example, to the upside, we easily could imagine the butterfly that could be formed here, right? As upside breakout will fall. Also, you could imagine minor butterfly inside of the triangle that could be formed. But at the same time, we could imagine the same patterns to the downside. So here we also already discussed it in last week. Here could be butterfly to the downside. The market could drop lower. And that's why we need to keep an eye on what is going on inside of this pennant, inside of this triangle consolidation. So if we'll see early reversal down, for example, the market will not reach the opposite board, starts dropping, well, in this case, chance on the downward breakout will increase. The market could show still downside continuation right to the lower board of this channel that we have on the daily chart. So it seems that today, guys, still will be more another session of just watching, monitoring what is going on in the gold, and we need to be patient and wait for a clear setup, because I do not see any pleasure to trade some not completed or not quite being formed patterns, just some shadows of the patterns, not the patterns itself. So that's not really very pleasant thing, and I would suggest that's better to wait a bit more and get the clear signals, clear patterns, and then after that we'll be involved in the normal trading process.